we just announced Prompt Library, our new feature for saving, reusing, and sharing your most frequently used prompts for Cody. And in this video, I wanted to show you a few quick examples of how you might want to use it in your organization. Now, for the first example, let's say that your team, your engineering team is complaining that Cody is not following your particular organization style guide. Then what you can do is you can take out your particular style code guide and then take out the most important parts from it or even the entire thing, and then copy and paste it into prompt library, which you can find on SourceGraph's web UI by going to the top, by going to tools and prompt library. And then you can create a new prompt by clicking this button, by giving it a name. Let's say Python example for this one, by giving it all the information you want to add it there, including the bits and pieces that you want from the style guide. Then you can decide what visibility you want it to have, public or private, chat only or edit code. In this case, chat only. And then you can click create prompt. Once it's created, you can go into the web version of Cody or an IDE version of it, and then find the prompts, Python example, and add any other information you want to add to this prompt. Let's say generate an API endpoint that processes customer orders and returns it in an XML format. You can also add mention any file, any repo as well. And then it'll follow the particular prompt that you created in the prompt library. For the second example, let's say that you notice that it takes a lot of time for new engineers on your team to be onboarded and you want to speed up the process. Then you might want to create a prompt like this. So for this one, I have the prompt, tell me about this project and how to set it up. I personally found it useful. So let's say that you want to put it in the prompt library. In that case, what you can do is click create new prompt. And then let's call this onboarding. And then you can have at current repository as part of the prompt. And once you save it, you can reuse it from the prompt library in IDE or on the web. Let's find the onboarding one. And you can just run it. So this is a nice way to, speed up the onboarding process for new engineers, like I mentioned, and also reduce the time senior engineers need to spend answering questions. Now, the last prompt I wanted to show as an example is, let's say that you're an engineering leader and you want to encourage your team to use a specific prompt to maybe encourage a specific habit that you want to cultivate among your team. And in this example, let's say that you want to encourage more documentation through doc strings in Python. You might want to create a prompt like that, explaining what the doc string should look like. And then you can add the current selection to this prompt. Let's call this Python docstring 2. Make it public and start sharing it with your team to encourage a specific culture change. So those are just a few examples of how you might want to use prompt library in your engineering team. But if you want to give it a try, again, feel free to go to SourceGraph's web UI and go to tools and then prompt library.